Is a gym really a profitable business? Yeah, the answer to that is an astounding yes, but it really depends on a lot of things. It depends on location, and really depends on how much effort you want to put into it. You know, I belong to a specific podcast. I belong to a couple different podcasts, but one specifically is about helping gym owners launch businesses. And I can tell you there are multiple people out there who are earning anywhere from, $20,000 to $50,000 a month just with their gym.
This is Eddie, and this is his gym. For those of you that are new to Investment Joy, you probably don't recognize him since we haven't seen him since the start of the pandemic. I've been trying to help Eddie get his gym going since before coronavirus, but the pandemic put a major stop to everything. He's been helping me get back in shape after I had coronavirus in December. And now we are starting to look for a new location for him to build a new gym. We are pulling into Eddie's right now, and we're going to go talk to Eddie. And we're going to see what happened to Eddie's gym and how I've kind of been trying to help him with everything. He wants a gym so bad because he's in health and wellness and fitness and stuff like that. But a lot of people had questions for you since we have not done a video here since coronavirus started. So it was almost 2 years ago, and I kind of alluded to, the questions on the computer. I kind of alluded to this or mentioned it right before I got out of the SUV, is how long were you shut down for?
As far as the studio goes?
Yes.
Well, by law, the state of Ohio made all fitness facilities shut down until, I want to say it was June 1st. So yeah, basically for 4 months, it was a situation where I couldn't work, couldn't train clients.
4 months.
4 months.
And I had said right before we went down that time was the problem. You were hot on finding a gym. Mm-hmm. You even looked at 2 locations maybe?
Looked at 2, right.
2 locations, and then coronavirus started, and
correct.
That just threw a monkey wrench into everything.
Well, the fact is, I found a location I wanted, and it checked all the boxes. It was perfect square footage. It was in the area of town that made sense. And we went, looked at it, talked to the owners, and we verbally agreed to it. And the very next week is when coronavirus hit and shut everything down. So, I did the right thing. I approached the owner and said, hey, this is what's going on. I don't know how long I'm going to be shut down. And financially, I just don't want to take on the burden of paying a lease on the place, not knowing when I'm going to be able to make a profit. And they were okay with it. 3 weeks later, I get a phone call from them saying, we decided to go with somebody else who was already ready to open, and they're in our location.
That was the one, incidentally, that's a hop, skip, and a jump from the car wash through to dispatch.
Correct. So, but I always look at it as everything happens for a reason. I never got upset about it. I'm a person that understands business is business. And they are in business just like me, and they needed to make a profit on the location. So I never got upset about looking about it. Ironically enough, they thought I was upset about it. And months later, I ran into the person, and they made an effort to avoid me at first. And I was speaking to their daughter, and I said, why are they avoiding me? They thought you were mad at them. I'm like, well, I'm mad at them. So I went out, they were in the car, I went over and approached them. I said, look, hey, I don't know what you're thinking, but I'm okay. We're good. I'm not mad at you at any means. Business is business. So it's all good, man.
Yeah, but suffice to say, we still haven't found any location yet.
Still looking.
Which is disappointing, but what's so funny is you and I, 2 years ago, had talked about an abandoned warehouse that I was looking at buying.
Correct.
And that was a coronavirus deal, effectively, where looking to buy a 60,000 square foot warehouse, I think.
Yes.
And coronavirus happened, didn't do anything with it. Called the guy yesterday and was like, do you still want to sell the warehouse? He said, yeah, the market's crazy right now, so I want a lot more for it. But he said, I'd still totally sell it to you. I had somebody that wanted to rent such and such a wing of it for $3,000. Okay. So I ended up calling one of my investors that wants to buy a warehouse. He's exclusively looking for warehouse space right now.
Okay.
or a warehouse to buy and use it for space. And he's like, oh yeah, I know prices went up, so I'll have more money available. So, interesting.
Sounds like it could be a possibility then.
So I don't know. So that's kind of where the Eddie's gym is right now. He's still looking. He's still looking. I'm still hoping to help him at some point find something location-wise, but it's like everything else with coronavirus. Everything just totally screwed up.
Is a gym really a profitable business? Yeah, the answer to that is an astounding yes, but it really depends on a lot of things. It depends on location, and really depends on how much effort you want to put into it. You know, I belong to a specific podcast. I belong to a couple different podcasts, but one specifically is about helping gym owners launch businesses. And I can tell you there are multiple people out there who are earning anywhere from, $20,000 to $50,000 a month just with their gym. But understanding that they have multiple streams of revenue with the gym. It's not just memberships. They're also selling training packages. They're selling group training packages. They're selling supplements. They're doing a lot of things within the atmosphere of that gym, not just gym memberships. All right, want to come over here, standing curl. So basically with any enterprise, over on this side, it's about taking that initial business and creating multiple streams of income off of it, just like what Brandon does with his investment joy. Okay.
Everybody's very supportive of me.
5, come on. 6, that's it, drive it. Drive. 8, 2 more, up.
9.
1 more, lock them out. 9.
Oh gosh.
So if you ever thought of how much does getting the virus affect your strength and your overall health, just 3 weeks ago on this exact same exercise, he was using 60 pounds for set to 10, and that was 35 pounds for set to 10, and he struggled.
Yeah.
So that kind of gives you an idea of how much that virus can wipe out your energy and your strength.
But I'm sure that I'll get it back relatively quick, because I've been sick before and lost a lot of strength, and it's like, a month later I'm better. I don't know that I'll be back on track after a month, but eventually. So Eddie lost an incredible amount of money over coronavirus, and he's been coming out of it better than he was. But not every company. I mean, there's a lot of little, small, local businesses that are gone forever. At least, in my area, they just couldn't. They could not get the money that they needed to survive, and even then, the federal government was only offering loans to people for coronavirus. So, if you think about it, what use realistically is a loan? Taking out a loan when you depend on customers. Did I explain that right? Hopefully I explained it right. But just think about this. You take a loan out from the federal government to run your business, to make the payments that has to happen. Your mortgage has to happen. Your insurance has to happen. Your taxes have to hapen. Your water bills have to happen. Gas, electric, all those bills keep going on even though you don't have a single customer. It's like a car wash. If we would have turned we would have turned everything off, technically the old owner would have turned everything off when coronavirus happened, he wasn't getting any customers, everything would have frozen and would have destroyed the building. So he's still paying out $2,000 in water bills so he could just keep the place existing. And a lot of small businesses have gone through that. And now for me, I had cash reserves, I have YouTube money coming in, I had access to capital, I had all this different stuff, and I survived coronavirus fine. But there's all these little, small, local businesses that are never coming back. And it's really disappointing. And, to an extent, all these little businesses just aren't coming back. So that's the update on the situation with Eddie and his dream gym. As you can see, he's super, super passionate about physical fitness. And opening a proper gym would be just an amazing addition to our area. And it would really help him out financially and his family. We're still working together to try and find him a space where he can work out of. So we'll have a lot more video content on this in the near future. Let me know in the comments if you've ever thought about owning your own gym or if you'd like to know more about it. Do you know anybody that currently has a gym? And do you think it would be worth the costs for all of the equipment that it would take? I think we figured out like $50,000 worth of equipment. We'll definitely be doing more content with Eddie in the near future, and we'll talk more about his perspective on the finances of running a gym, running a membership organization, and the very interesting play that he has on gym subleases. This is a really kind of involved real estate, finance, negotiation, legal thing. So let me know what you think, guys. This is Brandon with Investment Joy, and don't forget to take a look at my business acquisition course or my totally free vending course now available. Links available in the description.